Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to show you how you can build a simple app to retrieve a list of restaurants from a JSON file or URL and display them on the screen. We'll do this using MVVM and RxSwift. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is create a new Xcode project. So let's go to File, New Project, select the single view app, let's give it a name, MVVM RxSwift, and you can leave storyboard selected. Let's create that. So the first thing we need to add is RxSwift and RxCocoa to our project. So we're going to use CocoaPods to do this. If you've not heard of CocoaPods, just go to their website by Googling and download. The instructions are reasonably straightforward. So open your terminal, navigate to the root of your project, and once you're here, type pod init. This command will create a pod file at the base of your project. Open this pod file in a text editor. And all we need to do is add each of these pods, RxSwift and RxCocoa, to our pod file. Once you've done that and saved it, you can come back to the terminal and type pod install, and you can add a verbose flag if you want to see what's going on. And then you have it. We've added both of those libraries. And what we need to do now is reopen our project in the workspace that has just been created. So you can come back here and say open, and you can see here that this XC workspace has been added. So let's open this. Let's try again. And there we go. You can see that we have our project here and the pods that we added here. So we've got our libraries that we need, and now we're going to start coding. So rather than use the default flow, we're going to be adding a coordinator. Now the coordinator pattern has become very popular recently, and it's due to a number of reasons, but it basically means we don't have to add our navigation code to our controllers anymore. We can delegate this back to our coordinator. In order to use a coordinator, we want to use a coordinator at the start to control the immediate flow. So how do we do this? Well, we're going to remove the reliance on the storyboard. So if you come to info.plist and we search for storyboard, we want to delete this one and also this main storyboard file base name. So save that. And then we need a way to tell the app where to go when it starts up. So come to your scene delegate, which was added in iOS 13 as a way to manage multiple windows. For example, if you were building an iPad application where you wanted more than one window open at the same time, you could use this. But we're just going to delete everything except the top method we'll connect to. We're going to delete these comments. And this is where we're going to tell our coordinator to start the app flow. So let's create a new file, click on Swift file, and just call this app coordinator. This will be a class. And right now, all we're going to add is a method called start. this is going to take the window and we're going to pass this in. Don't forget to import UIKit. And we're going to store this in a variable. So that's the shell of our app coordinator. Come back to your scene delegate and remove this underscore because we're going to need to use the scene. And let's create a window from the scene. And what we want to do is tell our coordinator that we're ready to start. So what does this mean? Well, if we come back to our coordinator here, we want to be able to set our root view controller to the view controller that the system's provided us here. So just to make sure that this is working, let's change this to red, the background color of our view controller. Come back to our scene delegate. And in our coordinator, we're gonna create our view controller here in the start method. We're going to set this to be the root view controller on the window that we passed in. And finally, we're going to call make key invisible. That should be everything that we need. So let's give it a run. We're expecting to see a red view controller. And there it is. But actually, we aren't quite finished yet because we need to contain this view controller within a navigation controller. So let's do that. Come back to your app coordinator and let's create a navigation controller. And we're actually going to use this view controller and pass it in as the root view controller. And if we rerun this, we'll see that it's contained within a navigation controller. You can see this navigation bar at the top here. There's one other thing. This view controller currently isn't created from our storyboard. So if we were to change the background in the storyboard here, let's make this green, we wouldn't actually see this change when we run the app. You can see it's black. So why is this? Well, when we create our view controller here, we're not telling it to instantiate from the storyboard. So let's do that. So if you come back to the view controller and type static func instantiate, it's going to return one of these view controllers. We need to get a reference to the storyboard. That's going to be main. And then we're going to create one of these view controllers from the storyboard. And we can cheat here a little bit. We can just call this instantiate initial view controller as view controller We're going to need to force cast it because it doesn't know what this is. And then we're going to return this view controller. So the reason we can use this is because if we come to our storyboard and we select our view controller, you can see that this is initial view controller is ticked. So now that we've provided a method that allows us to create our view controller from the storyboard, we can come back to our coordinator and we can call instantiate here. So let's run that and we should see a view controller with a green background now. And there we go.